So this is our latest purchase from Home Bargains. The window bird feeders. These are great. These really, look at this. Sitting in my sofa and I'm getting the starlings this up close and personal. Look at that. So yeah, quite a cheap product. I can't remember how much it was. I know it was quite cheap though. And just whack a few mealworms in and watch what comes out. I mean, how fantastic would this be if you lived in a block of flats and you've got like no garden, so you can't get the birds, but you could have something like this and the birds will come down for this. Look at that. I mean, that little tapping you can use when the little glass plasticky thing taps on the window. But it's not causing any grief or anything. Also alerts you that your bird's there so you can start looking over in that direction. But yeah, look at that. I mean, obviously the glass, it's perspex, I suppose. The perspex is completely see-through, it's completely transparent, so you can see the birds in all their glory coming down, having a real ruck, who gets what. How cool is that? A bit closer. Oh, 3 of them all going for, look at this. This is fantastic. How good would this be if you stuck one of these outside your kid's bedroom window and would watch them come, and the kids can watch them come down? What I've put in these is put some dried mealworms in there. The reason I've done that is because I think if you put like seed in there and the seed drops down the floor, that could attract like mice, rats, etc., which wouldn't be so good. But I know that the mealworms just go, like the birds just devour the mealworms quick. So I know that's not a problem. So that when if it does fall down to the ground, the birds are going to eat them up really fast. Whenever I put mealworms out on the bird feeders, within the day it's all completely gone and there's nothing left. Not on the floor, nowhere. So that's why I've used mealworms and not any type of seed, and I suggest, like, probably a good idea for you guys do the same thing. How wicked is this? Just sitting in, just watching them come to the window. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to get starlings coming to the window there, because starlings are a very brazen bird anyway. They generally don't seem to care that much if you're about. Where things like more sort of shyer birds, blue ticks, etc., they might come to the window. But the way it goes in this garden when it comes to mealworms, starlings just dominate. They will literally take the lot and leave nothing for anyone else. But it's definitely a great purchase idea. As I said before, I mean, if you live in a block of flats, you don't have a garden. I mean, if you like you're bed bound or something like that, would be another good thing to do if you've got sort of like an elderly relative who's bed bound. Just stick this on their window and they'll just give them something to look at for the day when they're bored of the TV. I've been trying to catch up on the wrestling, because I do love me wrestling. And I keep pausing it to look at the window to see what's coming at the window. I mean, this would be fantastic if you've got like little kids that want to watch birds up close. If you sit quietly near the window, just sit and watch them, like I'm doing now. And they were coming up earlier. We've had this up for a day now. They were coming up yesterday, and my son Brody, who's 1, was just fascinated, pointing at them like, la 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 la, look. So it's definitely worth getting one of these if you love nature, if you love birds, you want to get a closer look at them. That one's feathers flapping up there. The only problem is you're not going to get great photos, and the reason I say that is because they're always going to be kind of backlit. So you always get the shadow side on them. Like, as you can see here, like they look quite dark because all the sun's coming from behind. So if you're one of these photographers and want to get some real good up close photos, I don't know if this is going to work just because the light's always going to be behind them. Maybe if, I don't know, the light's this way, you've got light, some sort of internal light that's not going to bother them. Maybe then you could do it. I mean, I'm not a photographer, I have no clue. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not an expert, but if you had some way of lighting from inside to out that's not going to bother the birds, you could probably get some real good photos, actually, real good up close photos. But yeah, no, it's just fascinating watching them come up. I do love starlings. A lot of people have issue with starlings, but I like starlings. I actually did a video about starlings a little while ago, last year. And if you check that out, that's on my YouTube channel somewhere. I talk about how people sort of, like, a lot of people with bird feeders don't like the starlings because they do, as they come down mob-handed, scare everything else off, take usually all the fat, all the mealworms for themselves. But they are one of the prettiest birds that we have in this country. I mean, if you can see them, I mean, it's harder to see now because I said they're being backlit at the minute, but if you see them, when the light reflects off that iridescent chest of theirs, it's just beautiful. Oh well. Anyway, cheers for watching. Get yourself some of these bird feeders. I got these from Home Bargains, but I know they sell them in like B&M, they sell them in the range fairly cheaply, like very cheaply. And it's just something different to do. You don't have to have it up all year round. You can always put it up for a little bit, take it down again if you don't want it anymore. But it's great for the birds in this spring, obviously. Feed their chicks. There, you can sit all day watching, really. Look at a few. I mean, how many different ones we had come down in 6 minutes? And I swear, starlings, they go and tell their mates about stuff. As soon as you always see one starling will come down, go all the mealworms about, fly off, and then you get like 20 suddenly appear. Anyway, guys, cheers for watching. Get yourself a bird feeder for your window and see what you get. Catch you later. Bye.